The cozy diner sat nestled on a quiet street, its windows adorned with twinkling lights that flickered like stars against the backdrop of the darkening sky. Inside, the warm glow from vintage lamps created a welcoming atmosphere, inviting anyone to escape the chill of Christmas Eve outside. Red and green decorations hung from the ceiling, while cheerful carols played softly in the background, filling the air with a sense of joy and festivity. The smell of freshly brewed coffee mingled with sweet cinnamon rolls baking in the oven. A few patrons sipped their drinks and chatted quietly, their laughter blending harmoniously with the clinking of silverware. In one corner, a small family celebrated together, their faces lit up with smiles as they shared stories and exchanged gifts. At a booth near the window sat our protagonist, lost in her thoughts. She gazed at the snowflakes gently falling outside, each one unique and beautiful. This was meant to be a peaceful night for her, a brief moment of calm before heading home. Little did she know that soon, this serene setting would be shattered by unexpected visitors who had no idea what lay ahead for them. The stage was set for an unforgettable encounter on this special night. As she sat in the booth, our protagonist, Mia, took a moment to appreciate the calm around her. With long, dark hair pulled back in a neat ponytail, she radiated confidence and determination. Mia was not just another diner patron. She was a young woman who had spent years training in martial arts, honing her skills and building her strength. Her sharp green eyes sparkled with a mix of curiosity and resolve, reflecting the spirit of someone who believed in taking charge of her destiny. Though she often felt like an outsider due to her fierce nature, tonight was different. The holiday spirit wrapped around her like a warm blanket, making her feel at home for once. She came to the diner seeking a brief escape from the challenges of life, a chance to recharge before returning to reality. A steaming cup of hot chocolate sat in front of her, topped with whipped cream and sprinkles, tempting her to indulge. Mia took a deep breath, savoring the sweetness of the moment. Little did she know that this peaceful night would soon reveal her true strength as she faced an unexpected challenge that would test not only her skills, but also her courage and resilience. The peaceful atmosphere of the diner was suddenly shattered as the door swung open and a group of Marines entered with boisterous laughter. Clad in their uniforms, they brought with them a wave of energy that instantly shifted the mood. Initially, their cheerful demeanor filled the space with excitement. They exchanged holiday greetings with each other and playfully teased one another about Christmas gifts. Patrons turned to watch, some smiling at the jubilant scene. However, as they settled into a corner booth, their lightheartedness morphed quickly into a more aggressive air. Marine, boasting about his strength, called out to his friends, throwing back his head in a raucous laugh, while others joined in, slapping their hands on the table. Their camaraderie took on a threatening tone as they started engaging in increasingly rowdy antics. Loud cheers and shouts flowed through the diner like an unwanted storm. Mia looked up from her hot chocolate, her serene bubble burst by the sudden commotion. She couldn't help but feel a sense of unease grow in her chest as the Marines began to make remarks directed toward the other diners, hinting at trouble brewing just beneath their festive facade. Little did they know that their bravado would soon meet its match. As the Marines settled into their booth, their laughter echoed through the diner like a storm gathering strength. One of them, a tall Marine with a cocky grin, caught sight of Mia and leaned over to his friends. "Look at that girl," he scoffed, pointing at her. "What's she doing here all alone? She looks like she couldn't even lift a finger." Mia felt their eyes on her, but refused to show any sign of fear. She remained calm, sipping her hot chocolate as if nothing could disturb her peace. Her mind was focused, preparing for whatever might come next. The Marines continued to make jokes, each one more derisive than the last, but she kept her expression steady, refusing to rise to their bait. "Hey, why don't you come join us?" another Marine called out with a sneer. "We could use some entertainment." Mia met their taunts with a cool glance, her green eyes sparkling with quiet confidence. She knew they underestimated her strength and skills. While they boasted about their supposed toughness, she felt a rush of adrenaline build within her. The tension in the diner grew thicker as the Marine's bravado clashed with her unshakable spirit, setting the stage for what was about to unfold. The atmosphere shifted dramatically as the Marines made their move. One of them, fueled by misplaced confidence, rose from his seat and swaggered over to where Mia sat in her booth. With a smirk plastered across his face, he leaned down, towering over her. "Looks like you're all alone," he sneered, gesturing for his friends to join. They surrounded her booth, leaving her with no easy way out. Mia's heart pounded, but she focused on her breathing, calming the adrenaline that surged within her. She knew they thought they had her trapped, and their underestimation would be their downfall. Leaning back confidently against the booth, she met each Marine's gaze with unwavering resolve. "I'm just enjoying my night," she said evenly, her voice steady as she scanned the group. The Marines laughed, egging each other on as they surrounded her. They exchanged smug glances, believing they could intimidate her. But instead of fear, Mia felt a surge of determination wash over her. With the diner buzzing around them, she readied herself for what was coming next. She wouldn't back down. She had trained too hard for this moment. As they closed in, she mentally prepared for the fight, knowing that their bravado would soon meet a skillful challenge. The moment the first Marine lunged forward, Mia sprang into action. With precise timing, she sidestepped his advance, sending him sprawling against the booth behind her. The other Marines gasped, their laughter silenced as they realized she wasn't just a scared girl. Drawing on her years of martial arts training, Mia moved fluidly, her body a perfect blend of strength and grace. She faced the second Marine, who rushed at her with a sneer. With a quick pivot, she delivered a swift kick that sent him tumbling to the floor. The clatter of chairs echoed through the diner as chaos erupted. As she continued to fend off attacks, every movement flowed seamlessly into the next. Mia ducked under a wild swing from another Marine and countered with a precise jab that caught him off guard. Each Marine thought they could overpower her individually, but one by one, they fell victim to her skill and strategy. The diner was now filled with shouts and gasps from startled patrons witnessing this unexpected display of bravery and talent. With each takedown, Mia gained momentum, proving that underestimating her had been their gravest mistake. Amidst the frenetic energy, she stood tall and focused, ready for whatever came next. As the chaos settled, only one Marine was left standing, a hulking figure who watched Mia with narrowed eyes. He cracked his knuckles, a confident grin spreading across his face as he stepped forward, clearly eager to prove himself. The air in the diner was electric, the patrons holding their breath in anticipation of this final showdown. Mia's heart raced, but she remained focused, drawing strength from her training. She could feel the weight of the moment, knowing that this fight would be the ultimate test of her skills. With a determined stance, she prepared herself for the challenge ahead. The Marine charged at her with immense force, swinging wildly. Mia ducked low just in time and countered with a swift kick to his midsection. The impact knocked the wind out of him, but he quickly regained his composure and launched another attack. They exchanged blows, each strike matching the other in speed and intensity. Mia showcased her agility and strength, weaving around him and executing precise moves that seemed almost effortless. With one final surge of power, she performed a spinning kick that connected directly with his head. As he crumpled to the ground, the diner erupted in applause. Mia stood victorious, breathing heavily yet unyielding, proving that she was more than capable of handling any challenge thrown her way. As the last Marine fell to the floor, silence hung briefly in the air before the diner erupted into thunderous applause. Patrons cheered and whistled, their faces lit with admiration for Mia's bravery and skill. Some jumped to their feet, eager to give her high fives and words of encouragement, while others rushed to check on the fallen Marines, who groaned in embarrassment. The once rowdy group of soldiers now lay scattered and defeated, their bravado completely shattered. A few of the diners shook their heads, casting disapproving glances at the Marines who had underestimated Mia. The atmosphere shifted. What started as a tense confrontation became a celebration of unexpected heroism. Mia took a moment to catch her breath, feeling a mix of exhilaration and relief wash over her. She glanced around at the smiling faces, realizing how much respect she had earned from those around her. No longer just a girl enjoying hot chocolate, she had become a symbol of courage in that cozy diner. With gratitude filling her heart, Mia made her way toward the door, acknowledging the cheers with a humble smile. As she stepped outside into the crisp Christmas Eve air, she felt empowered and ready for whatever challenges life might throw at her next. Mia's unexpected triumph in the diner symbolizes a powerful message about courage and empowerment. Her ability to stand up against a group of Marines who had underestimated her inspires not only those present, but also anyone who hears her story. In a world where individuals often feel marginalized or overlooked, Mia represents the strength that can come from within when one chooses to confront adversity head-on. The diner patrons, witnesses to her bravery, are reminded that true strength lies not just in physical prowess, but in the determination to defend oneself and others. Mia's actions challenge stereotypes about who can be a hero and highlight that even in intimidating situations, one person can make a difference. As she walked away from the diner, her heart filled with gratitude and empowerment, it became clear that her journey was about more than just winning a fight. It was about inspiring others to find their own voices. This experience serves as a reminder that bravery comes in many forms, and that standing up against injustice can ripple outward, encouraging others to do the same. Through Mia's story, we see how one courageous act can spark change and instill hope in those around us.